I run science and perspective. So I look at the science and I bring it into Bahamian perspective. So I have done a data analysis on the cruise ship industry, people coming in, the benefits they get, the changes to our natural environment, our culture, and the economic system. And I appreciate what you all have verbalized about how Bahamians are being impacted, not just by the decisions recently made, but other decisions in the past. Now, along those lines, I would like to know what your government's views are, particularly on the impacts to the tourism industry, the crabbing industry, the grouper, lobster, and conch industries when you have oil exploration on the Keysal Bank, where most of the fishermen actually go to. The west side of Andros protected area is right there. All the crabs that go through Andros National Park and the Crab Park, they have their eggs floating around inside there. And we all know that if there's one oil spill, one hurricane, the whole Bahamas is perceived as shut down. So if we have just the slightest problem over there, that's gonna shut down our whole Bahamas, and it took them 87 days to stop the oil spill in the Gulf. And that's with all the resources that the US had to throw at it. We have absolutely none of that. So I would like to know what your government's plan is for the oil drilling and the oil exploration in the Keysal Bank. Are y'all prepared to stop that? Are y'all prepared to really evaluate what the impact on the Bahamian people?
Well, let me say this. Currently the party is focusing on 3 areas, right? The economy, the environment, and education. The process that we are going into is called a consultation process, right? Where instead of the PLP saying that what we intend to do, we want to listen to the expert as to what should be done in the PLP government, right? So, for example, you are a doctor. So, when that time comes, where the party will be consulting for ideas, we have to meet with stakeholders. Now, I am no scientist, but I know that a key part of policy development is speaking to people who understand policy. So, a key part of the PLP's platform committee is engaging stakeholders like you who will say to us, listen, based on this research, based on this evidence, the best course of action would be to do X and to do Y. What we have learned from the current administration is this: they don't like to consult with the wider public. They do what they want to do and implement it. So our approach is, in order for us to get it right, we have to engage talented young Bahamians, young and old, whether they are in the Bahamas or around the world, to bring the kind of expertise to give us the kind of policy guidance to get it done. Now, I am in no position to say what the PLP's policy commitments are, but I know that the only commitment we have thus far is engaging with the people who know what is to be done in their level of expertise, so we are able to make the best judgment as to what is in the best interest for the Bahamians and for our country. So I don't have a specific answer for you other than to say that there will be a consultation process where experts like you will be asked to give PLP your suggestions as to what should be done on these kind of issues.
Great.